Hey everyone, welcome back to Anxiety Art Adventures. We are doing another WIP and chat for Claws and Paws 2022. So excited. Yay. I can't believe we have almost come to the end of Claws and Paws. We only have 2 more weeks. But I just want to thank everyone that's participated. I have thoroughly enjoyed looking at all of the start photos, progress photos. Some of you have finished a kit for the event, which is just incredible. So thank you to everyone participating. Stephanie and I really appreciate everyone. So I know I can speak for her on that aspect. So I just want to let all of you know I am not feeling well. I haven't been feeling well for a couple of days. And this probably is going to be a shorter WIP and chat just because I haven't been feeling well. So we'll just leave it at that. But I'm fine. Just, need to not be up and about for long periods of time right now. So, all right, I'm going to go over everything I am working on. The canvas that I'm working on is from Craftably. It is Karen and Bakaneko. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful. Yes. And this is from Craftably. This is Jasmine Beckett Griffith. It's a 24-inch by 32-inch. And I am working on that as my second kit for Claws and Paws. I already finished Cat in Playing in Ribbons from Diamond Art Club. Love it. Okay, what I'm using today, I'm using a Munimade cover minder. Munimade is one of our generous sponsors of the event. Isn't that adorable? Yes, so cute. And then I'm also using a cover minder from Just Mind Your Business. Crazy Cat Lady. Yes, ma'am. That's me. And then this awesome cover minder from Cover Minder Saban. I know it's not winter yet, but I am so looking forward to cold weather. I wanted to go ahead and use this beautiful cover minder. So I will have a list to all of these sponsors and everything that I am using today in the description box. This is my beautiful paw print trash holder. It is very large, but it is awesome. This is from Patriotic Team, and she is making one of these. She is a sponsor of the event, and she is making one of these for our grand prize winner. And that's going to be part of the grand prize. And then my beautiful tray from Butterfly Resin Gems. Elisa made this for me. She was so sweet. She added this into an order that I placed with her. And these are my 2 cats. This is Skylar and Zoe. Aren't they pretty? Oh my gosh, love it. Her trays are phenomenal. So definitely check out her trays. This is a pen from Butterfly Effectwares that Randy, you can call me Butter, she was destashing some pens, and I went ahead and bought this one. And then I bought another one from her Black Wolf Woodworks, and I'll show that to you at some point. But this is a prismatic pearl, and I already have a prismatic pearl. Here, let me show you. This is the one that I have, but I wanted to show you the difference in the two. So this one is a lighter prismatic pearl, and then the one I got from Randy is darker. Aren't they beautiful though? I mean, oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. And I really wanted a darker one, but when I got the lighter one, I couldn't get it on the drop fast enough to get the darker one. So anyway, so I'm using this one that I got from Randy, that I purchased from her. Thank you so much, Randy, for letting me get this beautiful pen from you. Love it. Okay, that's the first pen. And Butterfly Effectwares is also a sponsor of our event. So thank you so much to them for being a sponsor. Now this pen is from Madwood Turnings, and I was lucky enough to get in on the drop, and I got this beautiful pen. I cannot remember what it's called. It's something in the forest. But look at those eyes, you guys. Look at those eyes. Y'all are going to hear my cats. Look at those eyes. Oh my gosh. And then all of the holographic glitter in the background. Y'all, I love, love, love this pen. And then of course my pen from her as well. This is the Phantom that I'm using on my Drills and Chills canvas, Plague Doctor. Oh my goodness. Okay. So that is what I'm using today. I think I've got everything. Oh, and I'm using some of Randy's putty, Randy's Crafty Corner. I am using Iced Lemon Biscotti. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Randa is also a generous sponsor of the event. So thank you so much, Randa, for being a sponsor. Okay. All right, so I'm going to turn off the autofocus so I don't make you guys sick. All right, we're going to pull back this section. I really love the plastic on these canvases from Craftably. They're very thick. All right, and I use my paw print trash holder to hold that. And the reason I don't use a cover minder the way you're supposed to use a cover minder, which is to put one magnet underneath the canvas, is because I have my canvas taped down to my light board. So I'd have to untape it and put it under there. So I just have them out to look at because they're beautiful. So how are all of you doing? I hope you have had a fabulous week. I have had a not so great week. It's been a little rough, and I'll talk to you about that. Yes. Oh, and I'm using Elizabeth Ward containers, and I just use the Craftably stickers to put on the containers. They are a little bit bigger than, they don't fit very well, but I make them fit, so. Okay, I'm going to get some drills going here. Okay. All right. So, and I'm going to turn my light board on. It's a little overcast today, so hopefully this doesn't bother you guys too much. Okay. So, yes, my week. It's been awesome, you guys. Like I said, I haven't been feeling well, and I don't know what's going on. By the time you see this, you'll see this on Friday. So Wednesday, I woke up and I was like just physically sick. And I think what it was is Adam picked up a pizza for us from a local place we have here, and it just didn't agree with me. That was on Tuesday night, and it just didn't agree with me. And then Wednesday, I was sick. I was so sick, I called Adam and said, you need to come home because I can't get out of bed. I can't take care of the dog. I can't, take care of the cats. Can you just come home and work from home today? So he did, and that was really nice. He picked me up some soup and some bread and all of that. And when he was done with work, we just vegged out on the sofa, and we're watching, y'all. We watched the first season of Castle Rock on, what was that on? I think it was on Amazon Prime. Or was it on Hulu? I can't remember. Might have been on Hulu. Y'all, that show freaked me out so bad. It's based on Stephen King. I want to say it's based on Stephen King characters, but it's not an actual Stephen King story. Anyway, it was just, it just messed with my mind so much, and it was just so freaky. I couldn't sleep. It was like, okay, we need to watch something funny. I need something funny. So I think Colorful Colorist had recommended the show Psych, which that one is on Amazon Prime. So yeah, so Castle Rock was on Hulu. So we watched an episode of Psych. It's funny. It's like cheesy funny, but it's funny. So it was definitely good humor. And then we started watching on Hulu recently. No, sir. Can't answer that right now. Never fails. Whenever I start a video, I always start to get phone calls. We started watching What We Do in the Shadows, which is like this funny vampire show. It is great. I absolutely love it. We've been watching that. Um, so we just vegged out Wednesday night and watched that. Um, yeah, it's a great show. I highly recommend that show if you haven't watched it. It is on Hulu. But yeah, I mean, I mentioned this in my live on Monday. I feel like we got rid of cable because we were trying to, save money because our cable bill had gone up so much because we had HBO, we had Cinemax, um, we had so many things on there that we didn't need all of that stuff. So I had gotten rid of cable, but then we started adding all of these, you know, apps to watch stuff, and it's like the apps now are as much, if not more, than what we were paying in cable. It's absolutely ridiculous. Because we have whatever that Apple TV is, we have Disney, so that we can watch all of our Star Wars shows. We have, you know, Hulu. We have Amazon Prime is free. I mean, you pay for Prime, but it's part of your Amazon Prime. What else do we have? Of course, Netflix. So it's like more and more and more stuff, and it's just silly. But what do? You gotta be able to watch some shows, right? Right. And I found out something interesting. I am not a sports person at all, but I found out that all of the, you know how they've got Thursday night football, and usually Thursday night footballs I thought was on like local channels, but this year Amazon Prime bought it, so you have to have Amazon Prime to watch Thursday night football. So like even if you have the NFL package, you can't watch Thursday night football unless you have Amazon Prime. I think that is just silly. Again, I don't watch sports. Adam doesn't watch sports, but um, yeah, we found out about that. It was just like, wow, that's crazy. So let me know if anyone does watch sports and if you had to get Amazon Prime in order to watch your football. Yeah. Let's see. I am reading or listening to on Audible the new Stephen King book, and it is fabulous. It is called Fairy Tale, and the book itself is on Audible is a 24-hour book to listen to. And at first I was like, there's no way I'm going to get through a 24-hour book. I mean, come on. Um, but I've been listening to it and it is phenomenal. It is so unlike anything that Stephen King has done before. Um, and it's just great. I'm not going to give it away for any of you that, want to get it and haven't yet. It was only one credit on Audible, which I was kind of surprised at for a book that long. I would have thought it would have been more than one credit, but it wasn't. It was only one credit. So I am listening to that, and it is great. It is just, I can't even describe it to you. It's very uplifting. It does have some sad parts in it, but it has a lot of very cool fantasy and just great imagination in the story. So I highly recommend, if you have read Stephen King and if you're a fan of Stephen King, I highly recommend checking out that book. Even if you're not a fan of Stephen King, because this is not his typical, you know, scary story at all. It's not really scary at all. It's just, it's very imaginative, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm a huge fan of Audible. I listen to books quite a bit while I diamond paint, or while I color, or while I take a bath. It's very relaxing to me. And I used to actually read and have a ton of like physical books, And it just got to the point where I didn't have enough room for all of my books. So I donated a lot of my books to bookstore, like local bookstores, and I donated a few to Goodwill. Yeah, so I don't really have a lot of hardback books anymore. There are a few that I kept just because they're sentimental to me, but for the most part, I got rid of all of my books. So yeah. Yeah, so besides not feeling well, and then last week, Sean came over for dinner, and Sean is our best friend, just so you know. He's kind of like our adopted son. And we've been trying to find him an apartment. His lease is up in, when is his lease up? In November, like the end of November. So we've been trying to look for an apartment for him. But let me tell you guys something. I am amazed and shocked at how much it costs to rent an apartment. Like currently he's in a 1-bedroom apartment. And it was his very first apartment when he moved to Virginia. It's not a very nice apartment. I mean, it's great for like your first time starting out. Okay. But I mean, that apartment, he's paying $900 a month for, I think it's like 700 square feet. And to me, that's ridiculous. But from what I understand, that's actually really good for this area. So anyway, so we've been looking at apartments for him, and my husband works for a company that owns apartment complexes. So he's a programmer. He's like a manager with programming. He's IT. That's all I know is he's like a IT guru at this company. Whenever Adam starts to talk about his work with me, it's just like in one ear out the other, because I have no idea what he's talking about, because it's a lot of IT lingo, and it's just like, yep, smile and nod, yep. But anyway, so Adam works for this company that owns just a ton of apartment complexes here in Virginia, as well as a ton of them in Florida, some in Georgia, and some in North Carolina. So he kind of can give us the scoop as far as, which apartments are running specials, which ones the prices have dropped on. So there's one area that Sean really wanted to move into, that Adam's company owns, and it's right next to his work. It's in a very, very good part of town. It's a really nice apartment complex. I mean, like, borderline luxury apartment complex. But y'all, holy cow. Okay, so a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and I think it's 1,050 square feet, is $1,650 a month. Cats, $1,650 a month. Y'all, that's almost as much as my mortgage. That is crazy to me. Just crazy. But I mean, Adam said that's like the going rate. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't know how people can afford to live in an apartment. I mean, oh my gosh, it's just insane. It's just insane. I just can't. So anyway, so we found an apartment for him. Adam got the inside scoop on the apartment, and we went ahead while he was here last week for dinner. We went ahead and did everything online and signed up. Adam, pulled up the apartment through his work, because he has, access to his work computer here at home. So he pulled it up and was able to look at all of the amenities and all of the, things that come with it, what floor it's on and that kind of thing. So it looks like a really nice apartment. We looked at the floor plan. Like I said, it's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, which is nice because now he'll have an apartment that, you know, he doesn't have to have all of his computer stuff in his cats. Why does this happen to me? Every time I film, they want to rip and roar and fight each other. But he won't have to have his apartment. I mean, he won't have to have all of his computer stuff in his bedroom, which is what he's got right now, which I couldn't deal with. I just couldn't deal with. So yeah, but anyway, so we got the apartment, did everything online, and then the leasing office like completely botched up the paperwork, and it was a nightmare. I'm not going to get into all of it because it's really boring, but it was a nightmare. We had to get Adam involved, had to get the pricing manager because Adam works at the corporate office, had to get the pricing manager at the corporate office involved. They had to call the, you know, the manager, and then we had to get the regional manager involved because the people at the leasing office were not doing their effing job. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. So I'm pretty sure we got someone at the leasing office in big trouble, but that's okay. They needed to be reprimanded for all of the BS that we went through. But anyway, we got it straight after a week of debauchery. We got it straight, and he now has an apartment that he's going to move into November 17th. So we have to get him all ready for that. And then his current lease is up the end of November. I think it's November 30th. So he has to be out of there by November 30th. So this is nice. So he'll be able to move into his new apartment and, you know, have time to do that and not have to do it all in like one day or one weekend. So that's nice. That's nice. It sucks that he's got to pay rent for, you know, a prorated amount for November at the new place and then the entire month of November at his old place, but that's okay. It's worth it to get him out of his current place because it is bad. It is bad. It's just poorly managed, and they don't take care of the apartments. Yeah, all that good stuff. So anyway, yeah, so that was going on, and then I had therapy on Tuesday. I think I need to replace my putty. I've had this putty for a while. It's not sticking very well. I had therapy on Tuesday, and y'all. But before I get into that, let's do this. I'm going to stop the video here. We're going to announce the winner from the September 2nd WIP and Chat. And this winner is going to get a Muni-Made tray set. You're going to get 2 Muni-Made trays. You're going to get a large tray and a small tray. On the sides will say Paws and Claws. And on the inside top of the trays, instead of it being a cat, it's going to be dogs. I don't have the trays here yet. Muni-Made is sending them to me and to Stephanie, so we should have them probably in the next week or so. But you will get a large Muni-Made dog tray, a small Muni-Made dog tray. You will get Muni-Made 2 Muni-Made cover minders. You are also going to get a pen that Sean turned, and this is a Butterfly Effect Wears blank. Oh, here, let me turn this on. Turn the autofocus on. This is a Butterfly Effect Wears blank that Sean turned. Come on, camera. What is going on? Come on. It is a beautiful pastel color pen. So you get this pen that Sean turned. What else? You get a cover minder Saban, one cover minder from Cover Minder Saban, and then you get a baggie from Just Mind Your Business with 2 cover minders. It's going to be a dog and a cat cover minder, and in that bag you get a hair scrunchie, some bracelets, some I can't remember what all, but it's a really cool little goodie bag. So anyway, so we're going to announce the winner of that. So I am going to put yeah, I'm going to put it up here. We'll put the winner and then what the winner is working on. And I just want to say congratulations to the winner. So yay, 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 yay. Okay, editing Laura here. I had to cut out a large section of the WIP and chat because Stephanie and I had to decide on a couple of things. Okay, so we are not going to do a keyword from this WIP and chat or from next week's WIP and chat from Stephanie. What we're going to do in order to pull the grand prize winner, which we will pull on September 30th, and we will announce October 1st in a live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Steph and I are going to go live and announce the winner. What we are going to do is we are going to use a random number generator, and we are going to pull a random number from the Google document form that you guys have filled out. And I think they're well over, I think, 250 entries on that. So we will do a random number generator and pull from that Google document form. So like, let's say the number is 50. Whoever is on line 50 of the Google document form will be the grand prize winner. That's the easiest way to do it because we can't pull two, we can't put two links from two different videos into the YouTube comment picker. So this is the way we're going to do the grand prize winner. So it will be a random number generator based off of, wherever you land on the Google document form. So we will pull that number and announce that on October 1st in our live. We will announce that grand prize winner. And like I said, the grand prize winner, if I already cut that part out, I probably did. The grand prize winner is going to get a $100 donation from myself to an animal shelter of your choice, hopefully in your area. And then you're going to get 2 Lazy River wood turning pens. You're going to get a Patriotic Team paw print trash holder. You're going to get 2 cover minders from Cover Minders the Bond. You're going to get a Craftably canvas. The title is Christmas Basket, and it's got a dog, a puppy, and a cat in a basket in front of a red door with all of this Christmas and snow stuff. It's beautiful. So you will actually get that canvas sent to you from Craftably, and then you will also be getting 1 wax and 1 putty from Randa's Crafty Corner. So that is the grand prize for this event, and we will pull that on October 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is a Saturday night. And I will, of course, announce that well ahead of time. I'll put that on, my community tab. Stephanie's going to do the same thing. We'll put it on Instagram so you guys know to come join us on that live. So that is my editing part for this video. Okay. All right. Bye. I'll be right back. But yes, that's okay. All right. So what was I talking about before that? Oh yeah. So therapy. Right. All right. I'm going to use my other pen. So all of that happened over the last weekend with Sean's apartment and all that crazy nonsense. But we got all that straight. So then Tuesday, I had my therapy session, right, with my therapist that I've been with for almost a year now. Love her. She's incredible. So, and I do virtual, telehealth, which it's on the computer. So it's like a Zoom call with the therapist. So that way I don't have to go into the office. Anyway, so we started and, she was asking me how I was feeling and all of that. And she was like, well, before we get started, I need to let you know what's going on. And I was like, uh-oh. Okay. Long story short, she is leaving the practice that I'm using her through. And I have 2 therapists. I have one that gives me my medicine. And then this therapist that actually does my cognitive behavioral therapy. Well, she is leaving the practice and I'm so upset. I really, I was really upset on Tuesday, just because when, first of all, to start therapy, for me, this is me personally, to start therapy, it was hard for me to, actually admit that I needed help, and then to try and find someone that was a good fit for me in therapy. It was difficult. Um, so once I found her, and you build this relationship with your therapist, and they know all about you and things, that you don't talk about with other people. And it's like, I mean, I know people, move on and go to different things, and it's just like, okay, but now I feel like I have to start all over again, with someone new that I don't even know if I'm going to like them or get along with them, or, you know, all of that stuff. So I'm better now than I was, earlier in the week. Yeah, I'm better now, but I was really upset. Um, so she and I spoke, and the company, the practice that I use, that she's leaving, they made her sign, basically it's an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, saying that she will not contact any of the existing customers she's had through this practice for a year. So she said, even if and she can't tell me where she's going or anything like that, because that's part of the agreement. But I mean, she was like, of course you can find me because, the internet. But she said, even if you find me, she said, I can't counsel you or do therapy with you for a year. Um, so I'm really bummed, and I am going to get a referral from my therapist that gives me my medicine. But it's just like, it's like I finally found someone that really is helping me, and I'm feeling good about talking to her, about things that are uncomfortable and that bother me and that I don't talk to anyone else about. And like I said, now I just feel like I have to start over, and it's just, I don't know. It's a bummer. It's a real bummer. So yeah, I've been struggling with that. But as I always say, I'm a huge advocate for mental health and for therapy, and I can't tell you guys how much therapy has helped me. And I strongly recommend that if you are struggling with mental health, if you have the, resources available to you, definitely try to do therapy, because it is such a lifesaver for me. I'm telling you, it's been awesome. So, and I'm trying to stay positive. I know life happens, and I'm thrilled for her, for my therapist. She's at a private practice where it's not so corporate, and she'll have a better handle on her patients and not have so many of them, and not have that whole corporate, what you can and can't do. The private practice, she says, is much more liberal, so to speak. So, yeah. Um, so yeah, I'm happy for her. I am. Just bummed for me, and I know that's selfish of me, and I shouldn't be that way. But yeah. But she sent me a nice letter in the mail. She sent all her patients a letter, and I got that. And just saying, how much she enjoyed, you know, working with me, and, resources for if I need help. I did find out that apparently mental health has created basically like a 911 for mental health, which is 988, which I didn't know that. So if you are struggling with mental health, and you're at a critical point, basically you dial 988, and it's like 911 for mental health. So I didn't know that, and I'm glad that I do know that. So I wanted to share that with all of you. For those of you that didn't know that, for here in the United States, it's 988. I don't know what it is internationally, but I do know that here it's 988. So yes, yes, yes. So anyway, so now I've got to find a new therapist, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. Don't mind my computer. It's just being a pain in the butt. What else has been going on besides me not feeling well? The cats have been driving me crazy. You know, same old, same old. I had a really fun live with Stephanie this past Monday. It was great. She she put a bag of sugar on her head and called herself my sugar. It was so funny because I always call everyone sugar. It was hilarious. That was a really fun live, and I asked her a bunch of funny. Her and Matt were on the live, and I asked her and Matt a bunch of funny questions. So it was a good time. It was a really good time. So definitely check that out. I'll put that up in the eye if you want to check it out. Yeah. So it was fun. But anyway, yeah. So that's what's been going on. Just trying to feel better. I've got my mom's birthday coming up. Her birthday is October 2nd. So my sister and I are going to get her an Amazon, Echo. So she really wants one so she can sit in her kitchen and talk to it and dance and, play music and all that stuff. She's such a hoot. So yeah, my sister and I are going to get her that for her birthday. And we're going to take her out to her favorite restaurant for lunch. Yeah, and then, of course, the holidays are coming up. Y'all, I can't believe how fast time has flown by. I can't believe, we're already in the middle of September. Before you know it, it's going to be Halloween. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then it'll be Christmas. Oh, my gosh. I'm not ready for Christmas. I haven't even thought about Christmas yet. I don't know what we're doing this year. Last year, Christmas, yeah, we went to my dad's house for Christmas Eve like we used to before, COVID hit. And we'll probably do the same thing this year. We always spend Christmas Eve with my dad and then Christmas Day with Adam's family. So we'll probably do that again this year. Yeah. But holidays are usually busy. Thanksgiving, we're doing a Thanksgiving dinner here at our house for my mom and my sister and her kids and Sean. So that's a lot of prep work, cleaning the house and getting the formal dining room cleaned up, ready to go. And, I use my grandmother's china and silver and all that stuff. The only time I ever use it is at Thanksgiving. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. We haven't done that. Trying to think, did we do it last year? I can't remember. Did we do it last year? I think we did do it last year. But yeah, for 2 years prior to that, we didn't do it. And I was kind of bummed because I enjoy doing that. I enjoy hosting things, entertaining. I really enjoy doing that stuff. So yeah, that's me. Yes. Let's see what else. I've been watching a lot of true crime. I've been binge watching The Casual Criminalist on YouTube. Simon Whistler. He is absolutely hilarious. And I know true crime is not a funny thing, and it's actually really sad to hear some of these cases, but he tries to lighten it up a little bit with some humor, appropriate humor. So it's not so dark and dismal all the time. Yeah. So I definitely recommend his channel. And then, of course, I watch Eleanor O'Neill, Bailey Sarian, Stephanie Harlow, True Crime Weekly, all that good stuff. Yeah. I've got my channels that I watch. So, yeah. All right, well, I think I'm going to finish these couple of drills here, and then probably be done with my whip and chop. Yes, I'm so excited. I was able to get the new Christopher Lavelle from Diamond Art Club, so I will be showing that next week. I showed Succubus this past week on my channel, and I had a lot of people, you know, say it was too racy for them because it showed her pretty little butt. And I know it's not for everybody, but I absolutely adore his artwork. So, yeah, so I had to get that one. And then I got the most recent one that came out this past weekend. What's it called? Uriel? Vale? I can't remember, but it's beautiful. It's a lady with like a side shot of a beautiful girl with snakes, you know, around her, and it's really pretty. Very Christopher Lavelle style. Y'all should definitely check out his website. He's got prints. It also shows like, oh my gosh, so many awesome things that he's done. His YouTube channel shows like videos of him actually creating artwork. Definitely check out his YouTube channel for sure. It's amazing. I've been binge watching that too. So he's an incredible artist. Yes. So, all right. I think I'm going to stop on that. And then, ooh, I didn't mean to move that. And then I'm going to probably go back to working on Plague Doctor for Drills and Chills. I'm really enjoying that one, although I will say the grays and the browns and the, you know, beige, they're starting to bum me out a little bit. It's like I'm starting to learn that I need a little bit of color to be mixed in with the neutral tones. If not, it's almost like I get depressed or just down, and then I start to get bored, and that's not good. So I switched between this canvas from Craftably and my Drills and Chills because there are lots of beautiful colors in this canvas. So does anyone else do that? Does anyone get like down about a diamond painting that doesn't have a lot of bright colors and have to switch it up? Let me know in the comments down below. And for all of my lurkers, please put either a dog or cat emoji because I love my lurkers. And yes, and stay tuned. I am also going to be having a third option for channel memberships. I'm working on what all of that's going to entail, but I know it is definitely going to include a members only live each month, as well as Discord access to a Discord server that I am creating for Anxiety Art Adventures. And I might be having some wax things. Not sure yet. So I'm working on that third tier as far as how that's going to play out. So stay tuned for that. But I do have channel memberships right now. Check those out if you would like. Never necessary, never an obligation. It's just a way to help me give back to the channel because any funds I get from those memberships go back into the channel so I can show you things. Yeah. So I appreciate all of my channel members so much. Without you all, I couldn't be here, and my viewers. So thank you so much for all of your love and support. All right. I think I'm going to go take a break and relax. I hope all of you have a wonderful weekend. Again, stay tuned. Next Friday, Stephanie with Lazy River Wood Turning, she will be having a whip and chat for Claws and Paws. And then the following week, we'll pull a winner and do the grand prize announcement on our October 1st live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll make sure to put that in my community tab and on Instagram, so you'll get plenty of advance notice on that. So hope all of you have a great weekend, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.